let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. This week, Pacquiao magically appeared in the WBC's 147-pound rankings as the WBC prepares to sanction a fight between Pacquiao and Mario Barrios. Pacquiao has not fought since losing to Yordenis Ugas in 2021. He has not won a fight since beating Keith Thurman back in 2019. He has not held the WBC title, for what it's worth, since 2010 when he beat Antonio Margarito. Let's start here. Are you okay as someone that clawed his way to world title opportunities? Are you okay with Manny Pacquiao being gifted this world title shot?
It's Manny Pacquiao. He's a legend, Hall of Famer, but it's like, rules are rules, man. And I think it's just unfair for the guys that are in line for the title. I feel like that fight should be made, but not with the title on the line. So it's kind of hypocritical with the sanctioning bodies to, put Pacquiao in that position. I get it. He's a legend, Hall of Famer, but, he didn't earn the spot.
The sanctioning bodies these days are under siege because we know that Turki Al-Sheikh and this TKO conglomerate that is pushing its way into boxing don't want them involved, right? They want the Ring Magazine Championship to be the recognized title. Perhaps down the line, they manufacture a new title. That remains to be seen. The sanctioning bodies have responded to that siege by just stepping on rake after rake, by showing time after time just how incompetent and corrupt that they can be. Like just a couple of weeks ago, I stomped all over the IBF for making this Williams School mandatory challenge based on no credible wins whatsoever and putting us in that position. The WBC on that same card confused the hell out of boxing fans with two cruiserweight champions. You had Badu Jack, the recognized champion, former champion in recess, going up against Noel Mikhailian, former champion, current champion in recess. It is just one big headache after the other. The WBA is just gross. They continue to manufacture belts, secondary titles, all that stuff they talked about a couple of years ago about reforming their championship system. That has gone all out the window in favor of money. I think it's a terrible look.
No, it's crazy.
I saw Mauricio Suleiman said recently, he brought up the example of how his father sanctioned the Marvin Hagler Sugar Ray Leonard fight back in 1987. Well, you know what? He was wrong to do that too. Like Leonard was off for 3 years before that fight. And for what it's worth, two of the other sanctioning bodies would not sanction that fight. The WBA wouldn't sanction it because Hagler didn't fight their challenger. And the IBF basically just said, no, we're not doing that. The guy hasn't fought in 3 years and he's fighting in Hagler's weight class. So, it's that old thing your parents told you, 2 wrongs do not make a right, guys. Like putting Pacquiao in these rankings is just wrong.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think, they just did it with Bruce Ennis where they make him super champ. Yeah. And then they put the Ryan Roley.
With
crazy.
2 guys in Ryan and Roley who have never fought at welterweight. Yeah. Like 2 guys in Ryan Garcia and Rolly Ramirez, never been full welterweights, fighting for a welterweight title. It's just disgusting. The fight itself, I'm not going to say I'm getting Tyson Paul vibes off this. Yeah. But I think people need to remember what Manny Pacquiao is at this point. Yeah. He is a 46-year-old who did not look good in his last fight against Yordenis Ugas, and who in these subsequent exhibitions has showcased a very fleshy dad bod during these fights. Fighting at I think it was around 160 he fought his last one.
And it wasn't an easy little exhibition either.
No, it wasn't. Pacquiao, look, I don't know why Pacquiao wants to fight. Is it about the money? Is it about the need for attention? Is it about you just can't give it up? Barrios, of all the title holders that are out there, is probably the easiest one to face. You're not going to have to face a killer like Boots Ennis, but I'm telling you, Gabe, he's not winning this fight. He's not. I'm sorry. As little as I think of Mario Barrios, who I think might be one fight away from retirement as well, at least he's been an active fighter. Manny Pacquiao, 4 years removed from his last fight, At 46 years old, getting down to 147. I don't care how many training videos I see of him in Wild Card working with Freddie Roach. I don't care how many hill runs that he's on. There's nothing that's going to convince me that Manny Pacquiao is going to win this fight at 46 years old.
No, man, it is crazy. But, you know, one thing is Manny is special, you know. And
I know you're a wild card guy. Like, I get it.
Manny's special. And there's things that Manny can do that Barrios hasn't seen yet, you know.
Could do. The Manny could do back in the day. Okay.
For sure, man. But, you know, it just, you know, I think if there is a fighter, it's Barrios that Manny can look good against.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I think it is wild that he got sanctioned to fight for a title. I think the sanctioning bodies are just, you know, hypocritical. And I think it's stupid.
It's disrespectful.
I think it's bad for the sport.
It's disrespectful for the guys that are sitting there at number 1, number 2, number 3 in those rankings saying, hey, I earned my opportunity.
For sure.
This guy, and Mauricio calling him a proud former WBC champion, which was a lifetime ago.
That's crazy.
Like that he was wearing a WBC belt. It's just, it's truly embarrassing.
But I'll tell you what. I wouldn't be surprised if Manny looks good. I wouldn't be surprised just because he's from that cloth, man. He's special. He's not your usual 47-year-old.
So was Mike Tyson. He was 58.
Manny has that thing in him that just he has that it factor. No. See, this is the difference, right? Mike Tyson lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You know, smokes weed, does the shrooms.
Wait. We're going to talk about Manny Pacquiao being this clean living type of guy all the time?
Well, he stopped. he found God and he stopped.
He stopped, yes.
He found God.
I think the damage might have been done, though.
Years ago.
The damage might have been done, though, up until that point.
So, you know, I think he's a man that he's lived a healthy lifestyle for a few years now. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, he's a fresh 47. You know, it's kind of it's like a Bernard Hopkins.
That's a guy that lived a clean life.
It's like a Bernard Hopkins.
Also, someone that was, but like Bernard was active all throughout that.
No,
like
for
Bernard
sure.
never took any time off. There were brief lulls, but he was always going. Pacquiao has been just kind of hanging out, fighting like South Korean YouTubers and living in the Philippines, thinking about his political ambitions. Now he sees an opportunity to cherry pick a world title. And maybe he needs the money, and he goes and takes it. I mean, look, I love Manny Pacquiao like everybody else. Like I got into boxing in part because of the greatness of Manny Pacquiao. But when it's over, man, and it's over for Manny Pacquiao.
I feel you, man. And but you know, I feel bad that if he has to do it for the money. Hopefully, he's not doing it for the money. Hopefully, it's something because he just really has that desire to want to fight. You know what I mean? If it's for the money, then he's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Because your heart's not in it.
Yeah.